We have news of yet another one of these tragic accidents. The Daily Beast is reporting that another Vladimir Putin ally has been found dead after, quote, suffocating on a business trip from a, quote, stroke. Another top ally, reports the Daily Beast, of Russian President Vladimir Putin, has died this week, this time of an alleged stroke while on a business trip in the village of Roschino in Russia's Far East region. Vladimir Sungorkin, 68 years old, was editor-in-chief of the Russian state newspaper. According to the newspaper, Sungorkin died suddenly after showing signs of suffocation during the trip. All of these terms are in quotes, even in the article, by the way. Quote, it happened absolutely suddenly, nothing foreshadowed. We were in the village of Roschino. We were driving. We were already making our way towards Khabarovsk. We planned to get there in the evening and from there to Moscow. All was good, said his colleague, who accompanied him on the business trip. According to Zakharov, Sungorkin fell unconscious minutes after suggesting their group find a beautiful place for lunch. 3 minutes later, Vladimir began to suffocate. We took him out for fresh air. He was unconscious. Nothing helped. The doctor who did the initial exam said apparently it was a stroke, but this is only the initial conclusion. Now, some of you may be confused. Wait, why did a Putin ally die? I thought it was Putin antagonists and Putin enemies who kept accidentally dying. Remember 2 weeks ago, I told you about the guy who, these are just tragic accidents. He was in the hospital for treatment for a serious illness, and he just fell out the window at the hospital. Very, very tragic accident. Now, that was an antagonist of Putin. So here's what you have to understand. There's a bit of both going on. The way that this is believed to function is the Putin antagonists are sometimes killed, but also Putin allies that are suspected of jumping ship or are suspected of moving in a disloyal way, they also sometimes have to be taken out. And Wikipedia actually maintains an article called 2022 Russian Businessmen Mystery Deaths. And you can just look through this and see the list, and it is wild, 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 wild. And the list is quite long. You might remember Ravil Maganov. He's the guy I told you about who was reportedly hospitalized for heart problems and depression, and then, quote, fell out of a window and was a big Putin critic. So, as we've talked about before, many of you, when we do these stories, will react and say, David, this stuff is so obvious. Like, no one believes that these are accidents or deaths from illness. Why isn't Putin slicker in how he does it? That's exactly the point. As I've told you before, the whole point here is it's important that it be known that these stupid explanations are just untrue, stupid explanations. That's the idea. That's how you sow fear. If it was really believed that this was a stroke and the other guy fell out the window or whatever, then it wouldn't have the chilling effect that it's meant to have. And so we're going to continue tracking these. It's about, I believe, 20 or 22 various oligarchs, allies, and antagonists who have died in just tragic accidents, supposedly, is what we're supposed to believe. We're going to continue following that list, and you can check out that list on the wiki page, which we will link to.